Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's Christine with gaugegirltraining, an online meal planning and coaching service. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to lower your A1C levels quickly. So let's get started. So what is A1C? A1C is short for your hemoglobin A1C, and this is a percentage of the hemoglobin proteins in your body that is coated with sugar. Now, why would you even be concerned about your A1C levels? If you are struggling with fat loss and you are having really extreme sugar cravings, if you are a female and your waist is over 35 inches, if you are a male and your waist is over 40 inches, if you are finding that you are fatigued, that you are tired, that it is just very persistently challenging for you to lose body fat no matter what you do, you most likely have an issue with your ability to manage insulin. A1C level is a blood test that you can request, which is one of the most accurate ways to detect if you have an issue here. So what are healthy ranges? Healthy range is being less than 5.7. You are pre-diabetic if you are between 5.7 and 6.4. You are type 2 diabetic if your A1C levels are greater than 6.4. Now, how quickly can you see a change in this? Most cases, I have seen clients have amazing results in 90 days or less. For a lot of insurance companies, they only allow testing quarterly. Could you get testing done more frequently? The answer is yes, but you really don't want to take your A1C more than a maximum of once every 6 weeks because it is the average of the percentage of your hemoglobin that is bonded to the sugars, and that is the average over 30 days. So with that being said, you guys, I want to just preface this that I am not a medical doctor, and what I'm about to say is not to replace medical advice. However, this is based off of my experience working with over 50,000 clients in the last 10 years, and I have never had a diabetic client who has worked with me not lower their A1C. In fact, I was just working with a client who was able to lower their A1C from greater than a 12 to under 5.7 in 90 days. So how did they do it? The first thing that you want to do is you may need to have a major overhaul when it comes to your nutrition. And if I may add, this has all been done without medication. This is not just one test case. I have done this repeatedly with tons of clients. You want to eliminate your refined carbohydrates, sugars, starches, pastas, rice. All of that has to go. The next thing you want to do is you want to increase your dietary fiber. This is going to allow you to manage your blood sugar. It's going to keep your blood sugar from dipping and spiking. You want to completely eliminate alcohol when you are focused on lowering your A1C. There's just no room for it when you have this type of medical situation. The next thing you want to realize is that exercise is going to be crucial. You need a minimum of 150 minutes of movement per week. Exercise is proven to lower blood sugar without medication because it increases the conversion of glucose into energy. And that's the problem, you guys. When you have high insulin levels, when you have high blood sugar, the problem is your body is not able to utilize this as fuel. And as a result of that, your body is going to continue to store it as energy. And when that continues to happen, you're not going to be able to tap into stored fat for fuel because you have all of this glucose in your blood that can't be used for fuel. So it becomes a really challenging cycle for a lot of folks. The next thing you want to do is you do want to increase your water intake, and you're going to want to really be monitoring not only your calories, but also your macros. So macros are what make up the caloric content of food. I have several videos describing how to set up your calorie breakdown here in my book, Unlock Your Macro Type. In this book, I also describe how to calculate your calories for your goal. But even further, I help you figure out how to break down those calories into the appropriate levels of proteins, carbohydrates, and dietary fats, as well as considerations for fiber. So there's a quiz in this book. You guys can also check this out on Amazon. Now, with that being said, my friends, you do need to be focused on not only weight loss, but really paying attention to the composition of the foods that you do consume. Lastly, I hate to say this, but this is very true. The higher your stress levels are, the higher your A1C is going to be. So for those of you who have chronically elevated stress, I want you to start focusing on improving your sleep. Another thing that helps to lower your cortisol levels is magnesium. I supplement with magnesium glycinate at nighttime. You also want to consider apple cider vinegar, which is scientifically proven to lower cortisol levels. But you guys, that cortisol has to get under control. And I want you guys to really start restructuring the way you look at food. You want to look at the foods and the meals you put together from a blood sugar management perspective. And when you look at it from that perspective, the best ways to manage your blood sugar is to have foods and meals that are rich in fiber, rich in dietary fat, and rich in protein. So fiber means vegetables, nuts, seeds, avocado, chia, all that kind of stuff. You want to have fiber, fat, and protein with your meals. You want to cut out the refined starches, the refined sugars, all the artificial things, guys, you want to completely eliminate. Now, if you suspect that your A1C level is high, if you know that your fasting blood glucose is high, if this is you and you're like, Christine, this is me, what do I do? Comment below and I'll be able to recommend a suitable program for you to lower this. Guys, this is 100% proven. I see people lower their A1C naturally with real whole foods in 90 days or less all the time, but you're gonna have to be very dedicated and committed to this. And remember, you don't necessarily need to be in a caloric deficit to accomplish this. I've seen people lower their A1Cs while maintaining. So just remember that yes, you can lose weight during this journey, but it's not required in order for you to lower your A1C, if that makes sense. So I hope that this was very helpful to you. Please comment any questions or concerns you have below, and I will see you guys in the next one.